Billy didn't just do his part to save Dutch and Anna in the original Predator, he also might have saved the entire franchise. Among the many memorable moments in Predator is the alien hunter's showdown with the Native American tracker Billy Soul. By this point, the 1987 classic has seamlessly evolved from another Reagan-era exercise in machismo to a sweat-soaked slasher, with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dutch emerging as the last man standing. In an effort to give the rest of his team time to escape, Billy stays behind to confront the Predator atop a fallen tree trunk hanging over a deep ravine. He even removes his protective vest and slashes his chest with his knife for good measure. This does not end well for Billy, his piercing scream ringing in the air as he's slain off-screen. It would take 35 years for another Predator film to realize the true potential of this scene. A Native American character going head-to-head with a vicious creature from another world, itself an apt metaphor for a colonizer invading their homeland. This is itself the setup for Prey, a movie that takes place in the Comanche Nation in the early 18th century, pitting a warrior named Naru against the first predator to make its way to Earth. In an interview with Empire magazine, Prey director Dan Trachtenberg recalled that his parents decided he was too young to see Predator when it first came out. Still, he was awed by the way his friends described Billy's last stand, only later learning that it's not actually shown in the film. Less is often more when it comes to monster movies, be it how little screen time the shark gets in Jaws, or the way Predator leaves viewers to wonder how Billy's death at the hands of the Predator played out. One need look no further than Dan Trachtenberg for the proof. His imagined version of this scene would ultimately pave the way to Prey. As he relayed to Empire, "I always wanted to see that movie, And that is also a part of the genesis of Prey." After wowing the masses with his feature film directing debut on 2016's 10 Cloverfield Lane, Trachtenberg stealthily began development on Prey under the codename Skulls. He would succeed in keeping a lid on the project's connection to the Predator movies for the next 4 years, even after Disney finalized its purchase of 20th Century Fox's media assets in 2019. Eventually, though, the charade came to an end, and the truth about Prey was leaked online in November 2020. The news about Prey emerged 2 years after the release of Shane Black's The Predator, a loose sequel to the previous 3 films in the series that underwent heavy retooling and post-production, on its way to disappointing both critically and financially. This is part of why longtime Predator producer John Davis has been keen to emphasize the idea of Prey being a return to what made the original Predator movie work in past interviews. Speaking to Empire, Dan Trachtenberg similarly described Prey as a genre mashup in the same vein as Predator, but where the original movie crosses a 1980s shoot-'em-up with a sci-fi horror flick, Trachtenberg sees his film as a sci-fi thriller meets period western that centers its Native American characters. He said, "That was my initial pitch to Fox before it was purchased by Disney. The notion of how cool it would be to make a movie that focuses on a Native American story, to make a western that has no cowboys in it. That's a movie which really does not exist. It shockingly doesn't. And I just wanted to make a movie that would be told primarily visually and through action." Trachtenberg's words echo what he told us in a recent interview, in which he cited Mad Max Fury Road and Gravity as the kind of visual-driven survival thrillers he sought to emulate while filming Prey. At the same time, the movie has broken new ground by being available to watch in both English and the Comanche language, something producer Jay Myers said has never been done for his tribe before. Suffice it to say, we've come a ways from Billy's off-screen demise 35 years ago.